Hey everybody, I'm going to try to communicate with you this way. It'd be hard to write this all out. What I'm going to talk to you about is the get to know you time that we do with people and the form that we fill out. The different things that they come requesting of us would merit a different get to know you time. So I want to talk through that a little bit. Once they step up and we introduce and get names and how can I help you, and they say, I just want to get signed up for Belong class, it's like, great, well, have a seat over here and I'll get your information. And all we need out of that is at least at Quincy, and each campus might do it a little different, but just a name. And then mark Belong class, and that will get it. But one thing that you might want to do before, it wouldn't be the whole, hey, tell me your story, tell me your church background, how long have you been to the... they're just coming to sign up for that. That doesn't merit all of that. But I would recommend saying, so, how long have you been coming to the Crossing? And that's going to open a little door of conversation. So who brought you here? How'd you find, the Crossing? How'd you end up here? So that's basically it for Belong, if they're signing up for that. And the same with membership, because membership, we send them to Belong. So it's like, so how long have you been coming to the Crossing? Great. How'd you end up here? Now, we want to talk a little bit about membership, so we do that through the Belong class. So we've got one starting next week, in fact. So I'll just mark you down and get you registered for that, okay? Okay, and then if they're wanting to know about how to become a Christian and all that, that's when you're going to ask the big questions. Tell me a little bit about yourself, what's your story? And if in the story they don't talk about their church background, you can ask them a little about that, because that steers the direction of your deep conversation you're going to have. How long have you been coming to the Crossing, and what brought you to the Crossing? So that's going to merit that. If they come saying, hey, I want to get into a small group, again, it's not the big list of questions. It's like, great, awesome, I love small groups. How long have you been coming to the Crossing? What brought you here? And, and get them signed up and answer those questions. And if you want to have more conversation, so tell me your story. How did you end up where you are here? And then the same with ministries. Now, I want to say this. Catch this, is so important, and I'm adding all this to the training. If they come wanting Belong class, at the end of your conversation, don't tell them that somebody's going to be giving them a call, because we don't do that. We don't need to do that. Or if they've scheduled a baptism, you don't need to at the end say, hey, great, it's been great talking to you. Somebody's going to follow up with you and give you a call. They're not going to do that. Now, if you've talked to them about becoming a Christian and you want somebody to follow up, there's a place where you can write those notes, but you probably won't want to tell the person that a campus pastor or somebody's going to be following up. It's like, hey, listen, it's been great talking to you. I know you still have questions, and just find me, call the office, talk to a pastor, whatever. But we want to help you get to that place, because Jesus says that He wants you to be baptized. And, I want to make sure that we help you take care of that. But you can make a note in there for a campus pastor to follow up, and in a few days or the next day, a campus pastor will just see that, and they'll say, hey, I see you were talking about this. Do you have questions? Can I help you? So don't, on a lot of those, in that top box, do not say somebody's going to follow up. Only on small groups and ministries. And then finally, that bottom section where if we want somebody from a ministry to get a hold of that person, of course, just we'll say, Celebrate Recovery, we'll have somebody follow up with you and get you that information. Now, there may be times where you're talking to them and you sense that this person needs Celebrate Recovery. Talk to them a little bit about it, and then at the end, just kind of circle that, but not let them know. And a few days later, a person will follow up, kind of out of the blue, say, hey, I heard you were interested in Celebrate Recovery. I just wanted to see if you had any questions. So that's a little bit of the gist. The questions going in, the get to know you time, is determined by what they're needing. And then make sure that you don't tell them somebody's going to follow up with them. Only on small groups, really, and on ministries, and if they're requesting somebody to get a hold of them, I think is pretty much going to be the rule. That's it. Thank you all. We'll get that in the training. We did record training today for those that didn't get that, and we'll be getting that up on the web next week, and I'll let you all know. Thanks. Have a great day.